it's Ronica Maxine Johnson, and today we are looking at the Saints Row Boss Factory. It released, I want to say maybe Monday or Sunday. That'll be a message for me from my father. I will deal with that in a minute. You didn't need to know that, but anywho. So we're going to have a quick look today at the Boss Factory, which is the new character customization thing from the new Saints Row game. The Saints Row game isn't out yet, it'll be out in August, but they've released the, the Boss Factory, the character maker. So we're going to have a look at some of the options. Hopefully we can cover everything. There's a lot of footage to work with in my folder at the moment, so we should be able to cover most everything, and yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to quickly check that message as well, so that'll get us to the next bit of footage. Well, I'm really sorry if you hear a fan in the background. It's very warm in my flat this evening, and if I open the windows to cool off, the pollen will get me. I've got really bad hay fever, so you might hear a bit more background noise. I'm going to try and cover it with background music, but because I don't want to use the Saints Row background music, it's not very good and very obnoxious, so let's get on with this. So immediately you can see I've made a purple character, which was a trend of mine for a while for this channel. I still do it a lot. Playing with muscle definition there, which is quite cool. You can make yourself glossy, and you can choose a lot of different like body effects, like revels and scars and shit. There's a lot to pick from, which is quite cool. I do like having an extensive customization engine. There are also prosthetic limbs, which we'll look at in a minute, but this is mostly just me figuring out how to build a character. You can make them buff, you can make them chunky if you want to, which is a good thing. I went for buff with this one. That figure thing that you just saw there, that sort of makes us look more masc or femme, which is good. It's not like a traditional gender. There's a prosthetics option, but we don't click on it when I was making this character. I've made a few characters, because I'm that kind of gamer. My friend Alex was down this week, and we both took turns just making a random character, because it's the sort of thing we like. Yeah, so you've got the normal stuff. I'm messing with the foreheads, and you know, you got all the options. You got some default options and some ways to tweak it, which is good. We always like to see that. I like my characters for custom. You can get pointy ears, actually. Let me find in the folder the character with pointy ears. Couldn't actually find the one with pointy ears off in the end, because I don't think I recorded that one. So, but look, here's some tattoos, and there's a prosthetic arm there, which is quite cool. You've got a few selections for prosthetic limbs. You can have like both arms and both legs. Well, prosthetic if you really like, and here you can see playing with tattoos. This is my friend Alex's character, actually, I believe. He's the mastermind behind her. I'm debating whether or not to censor the nipples, because like it's not sexualized. It's tasteful, but YouTube's a bit of a wanker. So yeah, I do like the funny little, like, you've got the cross down there as a sensor. You can choose like a custom sensor if you want, which is quite funny. You can see some scars on the body, which are really cool. They're really intense. You can see some veins in this character's arm. That's also an option you get to play with. You can choose how veiny you want your character. You can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. It's quite cool. I really like it, obviously. I am a huge sucker, as I've said, for character customization. It looks like Saints Row, this new Saints Row is going to be... I fucking hate that it's called Saints Row, though. Like, could they not have given it an extra title? Because I hate the trend of, oh, we'll just call this game the same as the first game. That's not confusing for anyone. It is. It's very confusing. Stop doing it, developers. But yeah, no, I do sort of look forward to it, I will say that. But what was I saying before I went off on that side tangent? Give me a second to remember. As you can see, currently going through the clothing options now. I couldn't remember what I was talking about, and anyway. What I like is we've gone back to having like layered selection. Like in Saints Row 2, you had the, you could have like a top layer, like a jacket and an undershirt, which is quite cool. This has gone back to that. I like that. A lot more options for customization. Obviously, we can change the colours of all this, which is brilliant. I've always liked that. What else is it? I mean, you can see I've also got a mask. Well, I haven't got one. Again, this was my friend Alex's character. He does quite good work. If you give him a character creator, he can go for hours. Like, he'll do that more than he'll do the main game. It's a good reason that we're friends. But yeah, just playing around with some bracelets here. Now, I should say here, you don't get the biggest selection of stuff in the Boss Factory. It's free to download. You have to go like through Google and download it through the app. Like, you can't go straight to the app though. You've got to go to like Google, follow a link, and it will take you to the downloads. You've got to have a PlayStation linked to the app. It's a bit confusing. I don't know why they just make, like, it might have changed since then. Again, it's been like a week since it's released, because I wasn't going to make a video with my friend Dan. I thought it'd just be rude if I was sat at my computer rambling away, and it would be. So yeah, we're just having fun with that. I quite like this character actually. She's nice and muscular, and as you can see, it's a tattoo on her leg that's got the arrow to the knee joke. It's very funny. What was I was actually going to talk about some more stuff, and there's not really a lot to say. Like, this is a first impressions of this. Wearing a jog strap there, that's all you need. This is a first impressions video of this, sure, but it's only because I haven't done a first impressions for a while, and I kind of wanted to. And this is like a good way. This is a good thing. It's cool to look at something like this because it gives us a good example of what the game will have to offer people like me who love creating characters.
Right. What's next then?
Yeah, so as you can see, you can choose different voices, which is quite cool. Here's a lot of the emotes you can do, because it's one of those games. Well, Saints Row's always had all these funny little, like, emote things you can do, and I like these ones. There's a lot of personality to them. They're much better animated. Obviously, they fucking want to be if the new game's going to charge, like, 40, 60, 70 quid. I like that one. Yeah, it's a little sneaky one. My favourite one is Dab the Sun, because I'm a Souls fan, and that just speaks to me. It's beautiful, it's like art. I really don't know what else to say. Like, there's so much on display here, and it's brilliant, and given the fact that some of the stuff is locked, you can only assume that when the main game comes out, there will be a lot more things to play with, which is good, because, well, again, I love that. I hope this new Saints Row is good, you know? I want this new Saints Row game to be brilliant, and I've just realised I've run out of things to say already. Like, there are different voices you can pick from. You can have a male or female voice regardless of your body type. You can give yourself prosthetic legs and arms and stuff like that. You can cover your body in tats. You can... Well, yeah, that's what there is to say, really. I suppose the final verdict is, if you're looking forward to this new Saints Row game, and I hope you are, because we need more things to look forward to in this industry, try to check out the boss factory, the Saints Row boss factory. Again, it's available online. If I can find a link, I'm going to stick it in the description for you, because it's easier than you have to figure out yourself. It is available for PS5 and Xbox, should be for PC as well. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't know what else. I think we've covered it. I think we've covered all we need to cover. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Also, I'm still really just psyched about the whole 100 subs thing. Well done me. Well done me, and thank all of you again if you haven't seen my thank you video. So yeah, this has been this is cool. I like this. I'm really looking forward to the Saints Row game, and knowing what we can build with our characters. Someone like me will love it more. I've rambled long enough. I'm going to let you go now. Have a wonderful evening. I love you guys and girls and everyone in between and outside the spectrum. I love all of you. I love all my people. I love ya. I love ya.